I told my friend, this board shreds. Fucking Bigler thinks Jacobs shaped it and just made it for a movie house, you know? Man, my buddy took the board back. He was like, fuck you, give me that board back. I was like, oh man, you know, with friends like that. But so I was out of pigs, and I still had my old piece of shit board that is a wide point aft. It's got some of the elements of a pig, but it just sucks. The board sucks. So there I was. There was 3 boards that had elements of pigs, and 2 of them sucked. So I was kind of discouraged, and I couldn't find any anywhere, you know. Well, time's passing, and finally I put my foot down. I got a little bit more money, and around 2007, 2008, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a classic being pig. I'm gonna find one on the internet somehow, some way, and I'm just gonna get one. Why being? I don't know. It's probably like the fucking label whore I am on some levels, you know. But you'd think I would have been chasing a Velzy or something. But for one reason or another, I thought, you know, let's get a being. And my friend Ross had found one in a dumpster. He found some old shitty board in a dumpster and sanded it down and found out it was a being, and it was clean. I mean, it was in such good condition. And I was like, dude, just sell me that one. I'll give you $100, you know, $200. He's like, no, I'm never selling this thing. And so I was discouraged. I went, but I finally said, I'm just going to go straight to Matt Calvani and just ask him to shape me. So he did. And that was when I started Surfapig. I was so stoked to get this board. I totally went mental over colors and styles. At the time, the Bing book, I don't know if the Bing book was out yet. It probably was. May have just came out. I didn't have the Bing book yet. But I found some old classic Bing sites, like the old one, the classic Bing surfboard site. Looked through that thing and started trying to find out the right aesthetic, because that was one thing about Bing Copeland. He was amazing at keeping his brand alive, man. If you guys think about what he did and how much he had to go through to keep that brand current, it's amazing. But one thing that he did was keep good records and document shit. So being able to look through and see all these boards, and some of the boards still being around, there's so many of them. It was just awesome thinking about logo placement and all that stuff, because it's just all about aesthetics as well as function. I believed in function because I had that one board that worked so well with no logos or anything. I believed in the functionality of a pig because of that board. But I couldn't find a good one since then. I got on the being that Matt shaped me, and it worked really well. I got a lot of good waves on it. And I started thinking, you know, I want to see if I can get other people to shape a pig and see how they ride and start learning more about them. And that's where the site came from, really. I asked people to send in boards and pictures and stories. And that all happened, you know, and then Gene had his thing with his board. You guys know about those boards. Are you guys doing anything with Gene?
Yeah.
In regards to this?
Yeah.
Okay. So around that time, when I got that board from Matt, I started Surfapig. I literally got the board. I was about to leave for Texas for a month to go and spend time with my family up in the country. So I hurried up. I just grabbed a blog name because I had started a math blog earlier in the year. And then I posted up the picture of my board. And because before, when I was trying to research the aesthetic that I wanted to go for on my Bing pig that Matt was shaping, I was fucking pissed that there was nothing on the internet about pigs. I mean, there was so little content. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to build this blog. I'm going to go onto Swaylogs and some of these other sites and ask